Welcome people to Ulthen Temple, cast out of River Fever 3v3 map of Dow2 Elite mod. Today we have a nice setup of teams. In the blue team, on the top corner, no, bottom corner I mean, we have Zenobian playing the Farseer Commander. Being a very fast and agile hero, can support teammates with buffs and, well, yeah, a lot of buffs and few spells. Warlock is a more offensive player, played by the LoE Green Elite. The Warlock is an offensive player, mostly melee, can upgrade to get nice spears and think some kind of push or shift push or some kind of thing. Helping them on top is nonetheless then LoE the Phoneician, playing the Force Commander of the Space Marines, being a also very melee oriented hero. He is strong and can teleport into combat if he pleases, after getting that upgrade, that is. On the bottom we had the first little engagement between... Oh yeah, I'm gonna introduce the red side as well. We have Sheffy. I think he is in the mid, playing the orcs. Warboss can walk through cover and is extremely durable and strong. He is supported by Durazell, playing the Apothecarian Space Marine. Very helpful hero, can throw out medpacks, I mean health buffs, so you can heal your ally friends and all kinds of stuff. They also have WNxBringThePain, playing the Plague Champion Commander of the Chaos, being able to force off Zenobian after wiping his Banshees and one of his Guardians, taking great losses on the bottom side there for blue. Another story is going on in the mid as they are winning. Low Phoenician is capping the natural power VP point of red, as Mr. Green Elite is attacking the red's power. We have Sheffy moving up, trying to push these Banshees off with his Sluggas, being supported by Shooters and his Warboss. But Green Elite is being supported by his whole army, which is here, as the Banshees engages the Sluggas, killing off most of them. But they are in a retreat as the Warboss come into play. The Warboss, we see the enchanted custom shooter upgrade for him. Very uncommon upgrade for the Warboss. Haven't seen that a lot, but it is a nice shooter, giving him an ability that can pushes enemy targets off their feet. Mr. Durazell is moving in and decapping natural VP, forcing off Phoenician's Force Commander as he tried to steal their resource point. On bottom, we see that Zenobian have managed to regroup and is trying to reclaim, as BringThePain is moving up mid and decapping power, as we saw down here. Sheffy and Durazell are destroying the power in mid. And on bot, BringThePain is moving up. The Chaos Space Marine also have deployed a turret, try to enforce this position. Some Zenobian have Doombringer upgrade for his Farseer, which can increase damage on target enemy unit. Also have the Ghost Helmet, which can suppress enemy target. On mid, they are moving in Durazell and Sheffy. Sheffy is still present with his Warboss, as he has produced Angry Bits, the Trinket upgrade, giving him the charge ability, which he just used, trying to reach this setup team. But we do have another setup team out of the Phoenician who is supporting Green Elite's setup team. In comes Assault Marines, managed to take out the Warlock of Green Elite. The Assault Marines are out of Durazell, as he has managed to produce them. Now jumping into the setup team of Green Elite, right behind the Phoenician setup team. forcing off the Shooters and the Force Commander. No, the Apothecarian, my bad. Up comes a res from Green Elite team. No, from Phoenician to to Green Elite. In mid, something happened, and Zenobian lost his Farseer, but he still has his lines, and Bring the Pain is still present, bringing up the suppression team. We have a counter coming down from Sheffy in the Mott, trying to get rid of this setup team for Bring the Pain. Making that happen, they will be able to claim it. But we have the Phoenician hunting him with a setup team and scouts and Space Marines and his Force Commander. In the meantime, Mr. Elite is capping, no, not capping, yes, he's capping the resource point in mid. Here is coming out from the Force Commander of Phoenician, resting Zenobian in time, pulling back, not losing his soldiers, but Zenobian is not retreating. There he is, retreating in time, not losing his Farseer again. Bring the Pain have a setup team who is suppressing anyone who's try to engage. Here comes a plasma grenade of the Dire Avenger Guardians of Zenobians, missing the Space Marines of Bring the Pain. In mid, we have a Chaos Warboss of Sheffy down, but is being rested by the Durazell Apothecarian. Green Elite's Banshees are making life terrible for the Assault Marines of Durazell, but they are being forced off as Durazell also has regular Space Marines. Assault Marines take the plunge into the setup team of Green Elite, forcing him off. Left on the field were Dire Avengers, but they are also falling back as the Apothecarian engaged. Orc Warboss is up and decapping natural the VP of blue, as Sheffy is moving up with Shooters, making Durazell run for his life. No, the Phoenician I meant. Durazell, on the other hand, is trying to destroy the natural power of blue, as the Warboss is being forced off by the Warlock of Green Elite. Assault Marines out of Durazell jumps into the setup team of Green Elite, forcing it off, but the Phoenician is present with his Force Commander and 2 Space Marine squads and a Scout squad, and they are all engaged, with Durazell forcing him off, as we saw Zenobian trying to get into plasma grenades in the retreat lines of Durazell, failing to do so, leaving the bottom completely open for Bring the Pain to capture it and be done with it. We have one setup team present on top from Zenobian, trying to stem the tide from Bring the Pain, from getting up to the power. Durazell moving back to the power, defending it if there would be an attack, but the Phoenician, no, Zenobian apparently, is going for the natural VP of blue. At the same time bringing down the power in mid for red. Farseer is being engaged by the Scouts and the Shooters of Durazell and Sheffy. Engagement as the Farseer is doing some kind of thing, the suppression thing, and now the other one, but not in time though. Yeah, it went up, but she went down. Assault Marines of Durazell are wreaking havoc among Green Elite and the Zenobian. Up comes Bring the Pain with upgraded Chaos Space Marines and Heretics. Also present is the Plague Champion, who has all the upgrades needed to be a king. Plague Fist, very good versus vehicles and heavy armor units. Armored of Pestilence, very heavy armor, but makes him move very slow. Can unleash what's it called? A thing. It's called something anyway. It knocks back enemy units that are close by. Also have the Mucus Discharge, which is like a health buff, increasing health. have a Dreadnought taking down the force commander of the Phoenician as he is overextending himself and his whole Space Marine company as they are being forced off when Bring the Pain and Durazell are present and engaging them. We also have Sheffy's shooters engaging them on the retreat. Have a decap coming down from Zenobian on mid as he has produced a Wraith Lord who will deal with this turret. Setup team of the Phoenician being countered by shooters as well as Dreadnought and scouts and Apothecarian, but we also have a Dreadnought out of the Phoenician who is trying to intimidate them. It does not have any upgrade, as the other Dreadnought has the assault cannon upgrade and can force him off. Yeah, very exciting indeed. Wraith Lord is charging in, going up against Bring the Pain's Plague Champion. Plague Champion is pulling back. In my opinion, he shouldn't pull back. He should stand and fight a little bit more, since he is being backed up by very good. Is it less? Is this last or laser? Or I don't know what it's called. Anyway, it's a Senate upgrade. Extremely good versus vehicles. We have Durazell here being engaged by the Green Elite, who have produced also a Wraith Lord and is engaging with his Warlock. The Warlock has the Mercenary Switchblades and the Champion Robe, giving him a shield and knockback on chance on hit. Knockback. Dreadnought out of Phoenician coming into support, being upgraded with a multi-melt-up, making it extremely good versus other vehicles. Will still have low health, but can produce a lot of damage. Shooters are trying to flank out of Sheffy, being engaged by Banshees and everything that are present out of low Phoenician and the Green Elite. Durazell trying to move in comes Knobs out of Sheffy, going to engage that Wraith Lord and Banshees. Knobs being upgraded with the angry parts, angry buff. In comes a plasma grenade out of the Dire Avengers, striking right into them. Melta grenade on the Wraith Lord will take it out, down it goes. In comes the next Dreadnought, and the other Dreadnought, I mean from Durazell, unleashing its volley of out-cannon blasts on the lines of the Phoenician, making them fall in disarray as they are continuing to push into them, forcing off, I think, their heavy weapon team and one of the Green Elite's Dire Avenger squads. And they are still in the fight as someone went down there. Maybe it was Durazell? Yes. Durazell himself went down. But they are still in the fight as we have one upgrade Chaos, normal regular Space Marines Tactical Marine Squad with a missile launcher. Very good versus vehicles. The other Dread is engaging the other Dread. The other Dread of the other Dread. Well, Durazell's Dread without cannon is engaging Phoenician's Dread with a multi-melta. The multi-melta Dread is falling back, but is being supported by Green Elite's heavy setup teams, who are unleashing their bright lights cannons on enemy vehicles. The Dread, as it was close. We have the Warlock of Green Elite engaging the Tactical Marine Squad, forcing them back. Will want to be careful though, since the Sluggers, the Knob Squad of Sheffy is right behind him. Seeing this and falling back in good order, he is avoiding being killed. Zenobian is back in the game and is going to flank up mid as he comes with his Farseer, who has the Rune Armor. That is what he just did with the Rune Armor. If you're caught in that, you take damage and you're being suppressed. Knobs engaging the Dreadnought of the Phoenician will probably take it down, if not Magnum out of there. Setup team of the Phoenician is being forced off by the shooters. At the same time, Zenobian is moving in natural red BP zone, being engaged by a last cannon setup team of Devastators from Durazell, but is forcing them back with the Wraith Guard, who has the Wraith mode upgrade, granting them the ability to regenerate health a little bit faster. They are engaging Durazell, forcing him back as they are being flanked by Sheffy's war boss. No, he is in a retreat apparently. In comes the Salt Marines from Durazell though, striking the lines of the Wraith Guards and Dire Avengers, engaging them. In comes Banshees, engaging the Plague Champion. The Banshees are out of Green Elite, and Phoenician is also present with 2 tactical Marine squads. See the army of Durazell is moving up. Bring the Pain also coming into the counter. He's been hit with his Plague Champion, just went down. Banshees of low Green Elite is falling back as they took too much damage. 2 setup teams out of Green Elite in the background, 1 Bright Lance and 1 regular infantry, suppressing and making it very difficult for the red team to get any foothold right on top of their natural VP. Trying to flank, Sniper sees this and gets one of the devastating unit down. Knobs of Sheffy coming into support, probably going to flank these setup teams. I'm going to sneeze, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe one more? No. Okay, yes. So here comes the Knobs, and they are forcing off the setup team. Shooters of Sheffy engaging tactical Marine squad of the Phoenician, making them fall back. Knobs caught in suppression team, and Terminators of the Phoenician are also present. Knobs do not care about this, since they have got the angry upgrade and they got the huge hammers. So they do a lot of damage if they ever get too close, which they are trying to do, but being suppressed it is very difficult. Setup team trying to re-engage but missing them, and engaging I guess the Doctor. In comes a Bright Lance Fire Prism tank out of Green Elite, forcing off the Knobs after getting a direct hit. On bot, Bring the Pain is trying to get the VP back from the Zenobian, pushed through earlier. We have a nice gathering of Space Marines on the bottom side, as Assault Marines full on health being upgraded as well, with the Vanguard upgrade. Also have a great unclean one from Bring the Pain, who has managed to get himself to the middle top side and is engaging the Dire Avengers from below the Green Elite. Fire Prism is shooting at the great unclean one, as well as the 2 setup teams out of Green Elite. Scouts dropping in a grenade in the Dire Avengers, dealing some damage to them. Dropping in another grenade among the setup teams, missing them, as the great unclean one are moving in to engage them, forcing them all off. As we have Assault Marines from Durazell jumping back from hunting someone to their doom, I guess, into the lines of the Phoenicians' tactical Space Marines, but they are low on health and being forced off as the Warlock commander of Green Elite came to help. And yeah, they need some more health to engage that. Sheffy being careful with his shooters, trying to avoid, but is walking straight into the main army of Green Elite. As the Phoenician sees this his turn, he turns around of course and tries to engage. Sheffy is being sneaky, but is also being spotted by the Zenobian. Apparently I thought it was Green Elite, my bad. Green Elite we have here and here, but these guys are Zenobian. So anyway, Sheffy is engaging Webgate, taking it out, going for the lonely setup team who is standing and not really prepared for what's coming. As the orcs are engaging, and probably will manage to take it out. There it goes, yes. We have some slow advancements on mid, as the main army of both of Green Elite and the Phoenician are there. We also have a big army out of Durazell, and Bring the Pain is somewhere with his army. Here it is. We have a Predator as well coming out of him. Will we see some kind of great engagement? We probably will, ladies and gentlemen. So who will become the victor? I think if they engage with the Great Unclean One as well, the red guys have it. But otherwise, I don't know. It might be very tight. The setup team got caught on setup by the Assault Marines as they jumped in, that making the whole blue setup defensive positions very hard as they need to set up in battle. But they managed to do this, and they are set up as good as they can be. Terminators of the Phoenician are advancing, being engaged by the Dreadnought of Durazell as the Great Unclean One walks in among them, trying to engage the the Space Marines Terminators as they are trying to kite. Sheffy engaging with his army on top, well, some of it, his Warboss and a pair of shooters. Warboss charging in, being engaged by the Fire Prism tank, and all the setup teams will probably go down. We have the Great Unclean One being forced off as he was kited too long by the Terminators. The rest of Sheffy's army is moving in, the Knobs and the Pain Boy being supported by one shooter team who is falling back. Durazell is still present with his Dreadnought and tactical Marines. On the blue team we still have all the setup teams, well, at least two of them, and scouts and a Fire Prism and Dire Avengers. But setup teams are in retreat, scouts will also fall in retreat. The Dire Avengers are trying to micro alongside the Fire Prism, but they are also in a retreat now, as the red is moving in to claim top. Terminators caught a little bit too far out and will be engaged by the Knobs as they are charging in, scaring off this Fire Prism with the Tactical Marine Squad who has, oh, you see 50% damage from one missile. Just one more missile and it's gone. So all you Eldar players, be careful with your Fire Prisms, because they're very sensitive. In comes a Mega Vortex from Zenobian, I would think, missing all of Bring the Pain's army, as he is microing it well. The Great Unclean One is flanking the Zenobian, making him turn around with his avatar, who has to engage the Great Unclean One as he is standing too idle and will be taken down without doing anything good, really. Down he goes. On top we have another avatar coming out of Green Elite as they are re-engaging the remains of the left army. Mostly Sheffys are unaffected. Down goes the old red finally. Tactical Marine Squad with the missile launchers are pulling back as they are being engaged by Green Elite's Warlock. We have the Avatar of Cain. I think he is engaging the Dreadnoughts out of Durazell, as Durazell have produced Dreadnoughts and they have what it looked like Combi Flamers, or Flamers, but might be wrong, they don't. Anyway, they are being engaged and taken out. We have Tactical Marines taking losses, Knobs being upgraded with a damage buff to trying to deal with this avatar, as setup team of the Phoenician is being deployed. The Fire Prism is doing its best to keep the Knobs out of avatars back, but will it be enough? Also being suppressed by the setup team, yes, it will be enough, as they are getting out of their incomes a lot of more support. Dire Avengers and Fire Prisms are still shooting at the Knobs, but now it is only the Fire Prism left and it's being chased by the Knobs. It went down, ladies and gentlemen, down it goes. And that is only the Zenobian who is left standing among the blue guys, who have some kind of force ready to fight. The rest of the guys of the blue is pretty damaged. We see pretty much health out of the Phoenician, but will it be enough to deal with the red? If they engage them one-on-one, it will, in my opinion. But we'll see if he manages to do justice, or if he will be engaged by something. In comes Green Elite's Banshees, engaging the Tactical Marine Squad, who only has 2 models left out of Durazell, forcing them back as they are being very low in health. Flash Kits also being engaged by the Banshees as they overrun. Taking out one of them, losing 3 models in the process, is falling back. Flash Kits are still on the field. Have one Devastator squad, last cannon on the field as well, being forced off by Dire Avengers of Green Elite, as the Phoenician is moving into mid to reclaim what they lost. On bottom, the Zenobian just killed the Plague Champion of Bring the Pain, as Bring the Pain is very low on everything, only have Chaos Space Marines and a Predator out. A lot less than the Zenobian. And the Wraith Guards are using their deadly sprays of damage on the Space Marines, forcing them off, killing off 2 of them in the process. Great engagement between Green Elite and the guy called Sheffy. Also present is the Phoenician with his Space Marines, as they are set up and trying to hinder the Knobs to engage the other setup teams. They fail to do so, as the setup teams are being forced off. The Knobs are raging wild among the lines of the Space Marines now, as they reach the setup team of the Phoenician. In comes a grenade from Durazell's scouts, killing off one of the tactical, just making them lose a lot of health. The Knobs engages the tacticals, killing off one of them, or 2 of them, but being engaged by the Avatar in kind, they are in a retreat as they lost 3 models. Left on the field is the Phoenician. In comes 2 Chaos Predators from Bring the Pain. Both are upgraded with the last upgrades, as they are engaging the Dread Terminators of the Phoenician, who has the Cyclone missile launcher pack upgrade. In comes a debuff spell from, I think, the Farseer, preventing them from using any skills. In comes a deadly ray of blast from the Avatar, as he's unleashing one of his deadly abilities. We also have a Predator out of Duracell present, standing right next to the Raptor, to the Chaos Predators. And we have a standstill, ladies and gentlemen. But the blue don't need to do much, all they need to do is defend. The Terminators of Duracell are engaging a little bit, being backed up by the last shots out of tanks. But last shots versus regular infantry aren't so effective. In comes a Plague Cloud from Bring the Pain, as he is trying to force off those infantry soldiers, missing most of them since they turned off on right, and he stayed put, dealing with, well, the most efficient anti-vehicles he could reach, I guess. They are engaging Terminators and Chaos Predators. One Predator went out of control, managed to force off one of the setup teams. In comes the regular Predator of the Chaos of the Space Marines from Duracell. In comes a grenade from someone. Don't know where it went. There it went, missing. As the blue are now trying to overrun with Dire Avengers dropping in their plasma grenades among the Space Marines Terminators of Duracell. Duracell is aware of this and microing it back, using the Angel of Blood, I think it's called, making all his units do more damage, I think, and they are invulnerable to damage for a few seconds as well, take a lot less damage as means. Very good thing to use if you want to save your units if they're in a bind. We see Avatar of the Zenobian being engaged by Bring the Pain and Sheffy's flash gates, as they're trying to bring it down. The Phoenician are being re-engaged by 2 Knob squads now and are totally forced off, as they are both engaging the Avatar Arcane. The Avatar Arcane is unleashing his epic skill, forcing all of them off. Will re-engage, as Red is trying to stay in the fight with only 18 resource points left, or victory points left. Have another Chaos Predator out of Bring the Pain, or maybe it's the same one who just micro down, trying to bring off this fire prism, as he's taking too much damage out of the last cannon shots. Setup teams from Duracell and Sheffy is setting up all anti-vehicle, as they are ready for any big monsters. Income Sun Cannon drop might be more Terminators out of Duracell, but these are Terminator assault squads, so they are very effective in melee and will break anything that goes against them. The only thing that can stand efficiently against them, in my mind, would be maybe Eldar's Farseer Council and a Knob squad, and maybe a Swarm. But I don't know, maybe a Swarm Lord will go down quickly since it is a monster. I don't know, but it would be a nice fight to see. I might bring you guys some of those, like Nob versus Swarm Lord, and this is just a Nob squad versus Swarm Lord squad, like an Avatar versus a Farsi with blah blah blah. Might be nice to see. Anyway, we have Avatar of the Green Elite here engaging Sheffy's War Boss. The War Boss have got the EV armor, increasing his health and regeneration a lot. In comes some Vortex on the Predator of Durazell, missing it completely. Also have the Power Claw upgrade for the War Boss, I mean. Down he goes, as he could not stand against the Avatar's mighty sword. Blue takes back its point as Sheffy is re-engaging with two Nob squads, both going for the Terminator Assault squad, now has the Lightning Claw upgrade. They are splitting up, one is heading back, being forced off as taking 4 model losses, only one left. The second Nob squad went on top, engaging the other Terminators, who has the Cyclone missile launcher. But as we could see, this was not enough, and the game goes to the blue guys. So good game out of Zenobian and LoE Green Elite and LoE the Phoenician. Great gameplay, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the score screen. Peace! Hello guys, and welcome back to the score screen. As we can see, Zenobian is apparently the champion of this game, as he did the best out of everyone. Commander score tab, we see that that was Green Elite's victory there. Unit score tab, there we actually have the Zenobian's victory. And resources, top man, bring the pain, point, and we have the Zenobian. So I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.